Heart pumping, hands reaching when he thought of you and I. Soul longing, joy growing when he thought of you and I. Spirit stirring, desire intensifying when he thought of you and I. Compassion radiating, relentless love overflowing when he thought of you and I. Like lungs filling with air, his heart expanded with love for you and I. Before we were even a concept in the womb, he saw us as the apple of his eye. Like a priceless jewel or a rare piece of treasure, his whole being was etched with the need to have us, to hold us. Beyond death, we would never part. His vows being sacred, he wanted us from the very start. His thought of you, of me, was a thought of pure perfection. Even though our essence is intertwined with various messes, he saw what he created and who we were and who we could be. He just had to have us on this side of eternity. Nothing in heaven or hell was going to stop this pursuit, for he wanted us and nothing would or could change what he planned to do. His love for us engulfing like a flame, inciting a spiritual war in order to obtain the loves of his life, who he breathed life into and named vessels who hold the essence of his spirit untamed. More than a number we are, so he was willing to give it all, just to know that we were safe and sound within the loving protection of his loving walls. With his grace and mercy, he was ready to surround us as he crowned us with the acceptance and love that he knew we would need. He was ready to give it all, ready to be everything that we would ever need. Before we consciously knew he existed, he made up his mind. He said, that one right there, her, him, all of them are mine. That child and that seasoned saint, the girl who thinks she isn't worthy of my name, the boy who questions if I'm really real, the worker working the late shift who thinks no one cares if she's really here, the mother who's dealing with pain and with grief, the father who is trying to provide for his family by any means, the person who is stuck in their toxic ways, the one who doesn't even try to give thanks to my name, the student who thinks they have no future, the teacher who questions if they're even impacting students' future, the ones who question their identity, the ones who choose paths away from me, the ones who are controlled by fear and by doubt, the ones who struggle with recognizing my voice and my sound, the ones who are still searching for their place in this world, the ones who are sick, the ones who don't even know what category they fit in. I want them all, he said, both then and now. What others see as discarded, I see as priceless originals. I see as precious materials. I see as one-of-a-kind masterpieces from the outside all the way to their interior. You see, before we were labeled with the lies, he saw us with his perfect eyes and wanted us by his side. His love creating a power within that would never be tamed until the war with Satan was over, and spoiler alert, he wins. But could we dare to imagine, dare to even dream that he made this proposal to save us without us even saying yes to his ring? Bowed on one knee, he gave it all, not even knowing if we would accept his call to a safe and loving life with him. But he said, I'm going to do it because it's worth it. Even if only one permits, even if only one submits, even if the loves of my life looks at me and rejects it. Giving the ultimate sacrifice, which was his life. He knew that it would be the only solution to this great divide. Aware of all it would contain, he still wanted to do it for every single name. Crazy to some, but divine to him. He knew without doubt that he would rescue us from sin because his love is sure. Never once did he question it. He knew what he wanted and who he wanted, and he was going to get it. What love he had to choose us first. To redefine love by showing us the reverse. Who do you know that will put his mind, body, and spirit on the line for the same people who looked at him and cursed? Unable to fathom, but so thankful to know that this man decided to fight for us, for me, to help my heart have a home. His love so genuine, his love so pure, his love indescribable, so tangible, so secure. A mature kind of love that decides not only to fight but to stay. A sure kind of love that is always on display. A real kind of love that you don't have to question or strategize to get. A kind of love that makes it so hard not to commit. That's my Father, my provider, my friend, say I do. I stretch my hands out as I stretch it to you with my arms outraised and my fingers raised. Today and every day, my answer will be the same. Your cross, my ring, a vow made personally for me. And with this ring we are wed, this ring as a reminder of my life from the dead. Nothing or no one can ever come in between, for you chose and will forever choose me. Forever my Father, forever my King. Here's to my happily ever after, as a saved, renewed, and loved bride to my holy